chains from my neck like I'm little weak. We run like a paraclete. It's on earth, but it's where I be. Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already there. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream. Cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's dark, it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Juicy, keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already there. It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the Genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have it thoughts. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the green is the. I'm a player on the late night tip. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog. Check the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still film it, kiss to death, forever taking that.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Kansas City Chiefs. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now White on the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. On first down, Mahomes forced out to his left. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And it'll be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First carry for Darius Geis. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. On 2nd down, Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He got 29 yards that time. On 1st down, this is Geis. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. That one good for 33 and a first.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Darnold from the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Z, 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 Z!
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a 1st down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Powerful running, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Flushed out right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was. Reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. Breaks through the contact. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side. That's caught inside the 20. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now a toss play. This is White. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Reggie Ragland. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. About 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hill. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings for some reason it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56.
To throw on second down is Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you get... Be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's the backup Mariota, able to push his way through. And an alley to run. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Mahomes to throw on second down. That one complete to Hill. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here we go now.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Green 90. Green 90.
Now Mahomes. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Throw. Here we go.
Mahomes going to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Into the Redskins. How did they do? A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field. Now you've turned it over, and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down, now they lose it.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Third and long here for Mariota. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll go on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The point after is good, and that makes the score 21-0. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arrowhead after this. On first down, it's Darnold. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it second down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
That's going to be caught. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 46 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On the ground, Geis, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point forthcoming. point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now a handoff looking right. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Out to his left. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And the kick by Butker is good. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Darnold. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Hey. 4 down. Here we go now.
Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Chiefs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now here's Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. That's caught at the 25. A big 30-yard play on third. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Butker now to add the extra point. Extra point up and through. And the lead is now 24. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. Dancing away at the 35. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down, Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw is Darnold. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Darnold now to throw. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. That's to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Darnold to throw again. Steps in, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Redskins on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Back to throw, Darnold. Looking long for his tight end Reed. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And it is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And they'll run it here. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go now. 3.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Hey. 4 down.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Gun! Detroit!
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
And how about this, a fake? And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Looking to throw is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Mahomes to throw once more. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and